Here, fishy, fishy.
Morning YouTube. Today we are going to collect bait with Kelly. He's going to show us the ropes.
Morning.
Yeah,
We've got a nice low tide. It's a spring low, so we've got the rocks exposed, as you can see behind us. What that's going to do is it's going to allow us access to the octopus, the saddlebacks, the red bait, the sand bait. Rock bait is the generalized word for it, but I'm going to show you the difference between the two and why they're very different colors. And while we're getting the bait, we'll talk about what fish we're going to target with that bait as well. Today is generally just going to be a bait collecting video, and the next video we'll show you when we actually use the bait. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the rocks.
sounds good. And always remember to get your bait collecting permits at the post office. So Kelly, what are we looking for? Looks wise, area wise.
Well, as close to the sea as possible, but I'll show you when we get there.
Close to the sea as possible.
Okay guys, so in a really small area we've already identified two types of bait. And I carry two knives with me. One is a really strong, sturdy, thick-bladed knife, and this is used for prying your stronger baits off the rock. And then I carry a really thin knife. This is for harvesting rock bait and sand bait. If you look closely over here, you'll see, I don't know if you'll see it on the camera, but you'll see what they call saddleback or armadillo. I'll pop one off and show you what he looks like. That's an armadillo or saddleback, depending on which part of the country you're from. People have got different names, and we've got two of them hiding here.
Is it a type of mussel or is it actually an animal?
It's an animal, so is a mussel, and predominantly used for catching crackhead, as they call down here. In the rest of the country they're known as silver steenbras, which is the real name for it. Okay, I'm going to damage that one if I take it off, so we'll leave it. So there we go. If you follow me over here, there's a couple of different names for this species of bait. I know it as rock bait. Some people will call it tit bait, some people call it red bait. But you're looking for two nipples. Looks like a rock, but it's soft. You want to cut above those two nipples, like that. You get that nice orange. I'm not a huge fan of using the nipple end, but I'll take it anyway. That is galjoen pudding, bluefish, pig nose grunter. You want to scoop the rest out of the pod. A lot of people will ferment it. I'll show you how that's done maybe later, but that's it. So you're looking for these soft, movable nipples on the rocks, and that's it. We'll see if we can find you some more nana. Okay, another bait that is very popular for silver steenbras, and they're quite difficult to see in the rocks, especially in the shallows like this. Is what we know as cockle, but a lot of people will call it alikreek. It's a giant sea snail. They're fantastic eating. Bag limit is 5 per person, and there is a size limit on them as well. I don't like to take too many of them for bait, so they're quite scarce. So I'm going to put him back, and I'll use the more available baits for bait.
Rock bait squids.
So if you watch them, they'll squirt everywhere, but where we want to show our viewers, should be able to take a big order and you can squirt. Come on fella, show us your tricks.
And you take your car to the mechanic, the noise is suddenly gone.
Yeah, exactly that. Oh, those are squirting nicely on the point there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this one close.
This bugger is just not going to play the game with us.
Do they have eyes? Can they see us?
No.
No, okay, so it's not that kind of thing.
No, it's a part of the sea squirt family, so it'll take water in through one of its spouts and expel the water after digesting it out the other one, or filtering it. Crab, which means any second now we should see an octopus.
What's that?
Yeah, normally the octopus will be in the same area as the red crab.
So red crab and octopus.
Oh, and they just squirted all over me.
I might have it on film.
Oh, they just peed all over me.
Oh.
You see them?
You'll be.
Yeah, next to me, just gave a massive squirt.
This is where the surfers surf in Jeffreys Bay.
Super tube.
Super tubes. Rate bait, bag limit.
There's no real bag limit, just squirt all over me. Another one. Just don't go crazy.
No bag limit, but don't go crazy. Just take what you need.
That's it.
I got it. Kelly says he doesn't like to take too many in one spot. So take some and then move around. Probably keeps the chances of repopulating.
Yeah, well that's it. You don't want to decimate the area.
Okay.
Okay guys, we found a nice pod of rock bait. As you can see, there they are. Nice and proud. We got our noob getting his hands dirty now. He's going to show us, or give his first attempt at harvesting.
Yeah. Which side I start?
In the middle. Push it through like I showed you. Push the blade through the center all the way out the other side and then cut away from yourself. Yeah. Then you put it in that same cut back until you've got about 10 mils left. That's fine. Now you flap it open. There we go. You wiggle your fingers around the outside edge of it and it'll come loose quite easily. That top half where the nipples are is quite tough to get out. Watch the sea.
Yeah. Important to watch this here.
Always be aware. Okay, take the bottom half out, leave the top half. You're going to get wet. The ocean. There we go. That's it, guys. Leon got his first rock bait. Who knows? Maybe he'll get a fish on it.
We are on the hunt for octopus, and yeah, we're just checking everything out. Don't see anything there. Yeah, it's like a different world there. So we found an octopus. Well, Kelly found it. I'm on my way there. The hunt is on.
He ain't gonna come out. And Punsi pudding. And Bob is your uncle. Alright guys, so we caught two really small octopus today. The one's only got 7 legs. And the way I like to pack them is I like to pack 2 tentacles in a pack. The reason for that is you take 8 with you, you defrost 8, you only use 2, you take 6 home and they defrost freeze, and it loses its smell, it loses its integrity, and it just becomes a mangled schmangled mess. So just to show you guys quickly, I'll take 2 tentacles, I'll use a bit of cling wrap, and I'll do what I call Oki sausage. This cling wrap's got little holes in it. Pop that in the freezer, freezes quickly, which means it stays fresher, and then I'll decide how many I want to take within a fishing trip. Makes your life a lot easier. I'm going to pack all the octopus, and when I get to the red bait, we'll check it out again. Okay guys, so next up, we've got our armadillo, or saddleback, or whatever you like to call it. A lot of people will sit now and hack away and take it out of its shell. I believe you lose a lot of its juicy happiness by doing it. My armadillos are packed one at a time. It's literally a day bait. So when you're fishing for silvers, you're going to cast that bait in and you're going to wait for the hours it takes to get that bite. Same story, I'm just giving it a little wrap. I want to get as much air out as possible. And it's as simple as that. There's my armadillo. He's going to stay fresh for months. He'll go in the deep freeze just like that. I'll defrost him overnight if I'm going to fish the next day, and that's it. Sweet and simple. Okay guys, next up we've got the rock bait. I was hoping to show you sand bait as well today, but I didn't seem to find any in that area, very rocky. So with the red bait you use quite a bit more when you fish, because it's not a bait that lasts for hours. The smaller pickers will get it off your hook quite quickly. So I'll pack 4 pods in a set, and on a good scratching day I'll take 5 or 6 packs, so 20 or 30 of them. Very simple, same as before. You want to squash out all the air as much as possible. You want to seal that rock bait. A lot of people will ferment their rock bait. I do as well, but there's in this area, walking to a fishing spot, I can pick up 10 kilograms, so I don't worry about it. I can find the fermented one. This way, if I want fresh rock bait, I have my fresh rock bait. There it is, smaller quantities. So you're not wasting, waste not, want not. And there goes the kettle. See you guys later. And Bob is your uncle.
Thanks for watching, guys, and if you want similar videos to this and more to come, stay tuned. Tight lines.